Jamie Dimon, welcome to the Reagan Library and the Reagan National Economic Forum. It's great that you're here. We appreciate it very much.
Jamie, thrilled to be here.
The mission of the Reagan National Economic Forum is to advance policies that not only sustain but advance American growth, innovation, and prosperity in a context of very fierce global competition. In a recent interview, you said that America could lose its preeminence in the long term if we don't do things right. So I'm curious, what are some of the most urgent policy choices that Americans, through their elected officials or otherwise, need to embrace for America to be successful economically?
Yeah, so the first one is always peace through strength. I mean, we have to maintain the strongest military in the world. Remind people, if you want dollar preeminence and economic preeminence, it is also predicated on having the military umbrella that keeps freedom and democracy safe, not just for us but for the whole world. And the second, as you mentioned, is economic policies that are rational, thoughtful. They're not Democrat or Republican. Competitive tax strategies, investing in education, investing in R&D. We have great universities, and then the last one I say is doing a better job educating Americans about the power of our liberty, our freedoms. President Reagan was perfect at that. The love of family, the love of country, the love of liberty, the love of enterprise. Those are still the fundamental things that will keep this country safe forever.
Referring to China, you recently said, we're a long-term investor there, speaking about JPMorgan Chase. You also said, I'm a full-throated, red-blooded American patriot capitalist.
Right.
So how have you thought through navigating business opportunity in the context of strategic competition between the United States and China?
Yeah. So the first thing to me, most important thing is my family, but next to that's my country. And third on the list would be my company. So the first thing is foreign policy is set by the United States government. It's not set by JPMorgan Chase. If they set foreign policy, and we speak to them all the time at multiple different levels, I salute and do what they want. And so I am a patriot that way. Sometimes I don't agree with every congressman or every senator on what is national security. We have to be very careful to define what that is. So regarding China, I think what we really should do is engage. If it relates to national security, just do it unilaterally. We don't need to have an agreement with them. So, and there's certain issues that you're not going to have a healthy debate about that help the military, not help the military. And those are worthwhile to have, but they're not as critical as some of the other issues.
You're an avid reader and history buff. You've spoken about studying past leaders to better understand today's world. You've quoted Ronald Reagan recently in a letter, a public letter. In that context, what does Ronald Reagan mean to you?
Yeah, Ronald Reagan, he loved people. I love the way he treated people, just his decency as a person. His love of country was so obvious, He was a learner. He surrounded himself with great people. He was a compromiser in a good way. I think when you're a politician, you have to compromise. So I know he had a great relationship with Tip O'Neill, the Speaker of the House at the time, and that's what he means to me. It's collaboration, humanity, love of country, love of free enterprise, love of the things that made this country great. The gifts of God, which are the land and water and food and energy, and the gifts of our founding father, which is liberty, free enterprise, individualism, etc.
Jamie Dimon, thank you so much for being here with us at the Reagan Library. We really appreciate it.
Dave, thank you.